and I'm doing one of my favourite walks, and that is down by the river all the way down to Easby Abbey and St. Agatha's Church. No wind, so we might get the drone up as well. So it's a 3-mile loop, stand at the little car park down at the station at Richmond, and we walk all the way around. Usually stop at the church for something to eat, but I promised Mrs. Metalman I'm going to be good today and not do that. But on the topic of Mrs. Metalman, I'm going to answer a question, because a lot of people have been asking how she's getting on, and also why doesn't she come out with you as much as she used to. She would have been out with us today if I hadn't been filming, because she doesn't like me standing talking to you. She would rather I was talking to her. And I say she hasn't been feeling that well either, but thankfully she's on the mend there now. So one of the fastest flowing rivers in the country apparently. The amount of times I've been here over the years, I've been coming here since I was a kid as well, and it never ever fails to blow my mind. The history there absolutely fascinates me, it really does. And hopefully we're going to get round there. Them clouds are looking a bit ominous up there, but so far the wind's keeping down, so we might get the drone up. Hopefully we might be able to get in the church as well. Very, very impressive church that was built in the 1100s, but Christian worship has been going on there since 600 AD. Again, when I stop and think about that, wow, just amazing. Oh, how peaceful it is down here. And look at this sand here and all. Could be down at the Carabino. So the water is running quite fast down here. Some distance over there you can see Richmond, and that's where we walk there, all the way around there, across the bridge, and continued. And this is the way we're heading. Oh, it was such a nice walk, and sometimes 3 miles at a very gentle pace usually is just enough for Mrs. Metalman, and then she enjoys a nice bit of shopping around Richmond. That's after our Wetherspoons first, of course. But while we are walking down here towards the Abbey, I will answer another question. I've got a lot of them actually. A lot of people have asked exactly the same question. So a lot of people asked about Mrs. Metalman, and a lot of people, well, when I say a lot, a few people have asked, am I getting any more t-shirts in, or would I consider doing any hoodies as well? Well, funny you should say that. I did get a batch of t-shirts in, I think it was a couple of years, 2, maybe 3 years ago. I think I bought 30 of them, I think, ranging from small up to 3 times XL. And I'll tell you something, I wish I'd just got the 3 times, 2 times XL and maybe it's large, because them ones I could have sold over and over again. The medium and the small, I really struggled, which may say something about my audience, I don't know, but either way it is a big upfront cost. So the only way I can do that is by creating something called a Spring shop. Spring is a company that is a print on demand company, so you can create your own online shop with your own design, and then you put that out online. You can attach it to your YouTube channel. The only problem with using Spring, about 90% of the cost of a t-shirt, a hoodie, a cap, they take, and you're left with a little tiny amount. Now the t-shirts I did before myself, I worked out the costing, and I didn't want to make anything from them. It was just a way of getting me channel name out there. I think it was my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I give 3 of them away, and I did a draw. I always remember the first one that came out was Gaz from Gazania Outdoors, I thought, great, he lives in the UK, so as regards postage and packing, won't be too bad. The second one that came out was from Japan. Oh my god, how much is that going to cost to send over there? And the third one was my mate Eric from over in the USA in Las Vegas, and he won the third one, and I've never seen him wear it, mind. Either way. Yeah, so it was quite expensive actually sending them to Japan and America. So that's why I didn't want to do that again, especially doing stuff like hoodies and stuff like that. It'd be a big upfront cost. So by using the Spring store, there's no upfront costs at all to the person that creates the store. They do all the printing, they do all the dealing with customers, they do all the sending out. So fair enough, they want to make money out of it. So what is left, I say a few pound on a t-shirt, does go to the person that created the shop, in this case me. But having said that, every penny that I make out of that shop goes back into the channel in the form of putting petrol in the tank to get me out and about and creating a video every single week, which, especially with the weather we've got at the moment, has been quite difficult, to be quite honest. That's the only way that I can have my own merch. So if you are interested, by all means go over there and have a look. So it's nice to hear the birds singing, and also the daffodils popping up. Spring is on the way at last. This has been one long winter. Having said that, I say that every single year, mind. So St. Agatha's Church, built in the 1100s, still standing today, and still a working church today as well. A lot of people like to get married here. When you have a look at it, you see the setting it's in, you can understand why. Imagine coming out of there on your wedding day and you're surrounded by history like this. Superb. Let's see if we can get in. Absolutely fantastic. So we've got these lovely stained glass windows. Hopefully the GoPro is doing them justice. If not, I can tell you they look superb. It is just so nice that you can actually walk into these churches. They're kept open. I think it's such a nice thing. You can come in here, have a quiet moment. You can admire some of these absolutely fantastic stained glass windows. You can see 11th century artwork like that. Now, apparently at one time it was covered up, and it was quite recently it was discovered and left now for everybody to see. We've got the Easby Cross there as well. That's a replica of the Easby Cross. The original one is in the Victoria and Albert Museum down in London. But one of the best examples of Anglo Saxon sculpture that's ever been found. Now, whenever me and Mrs. Metalman come here, we always make use of this bench. Yeah, we usually call in the bakery at Richmond before we come here. We'll sit here, eat our cakes, have a drink, and whenever the sun's out, it's always directly in front of us, so you got it on your face. What a perfect place to have something to eat. But the abbey itself was built in 1152. And I always wonder, every time I come up here, back in its day, I wonder what it would have looked like. Either way, it still looks amazing there today. place we've been in numerous times before with my grandchildren, and they're like nothing better than running about here having a game of hide and seek. Well, me and Mrs. Metalman and the mum and dad sat on the little wall over there. Nice little bench there, which can only mean one thing: I'm going to have 5 minutes. I think in 3 weeks time we're booked up to go to Centre Parks. Before the pandemic, I think we went 11 years in a row with the family. Each time had a fabulous time. Really was a good time, good family time, really enjoyed it. We went 2 years ago. The youngest son, his family, grandson Jesse Lee Metalman, and poor lad, he was so excited about going there. He had gastroenteritis, as his mum did. Despite them both trying their hardest to enjoy themselves, they put a real dampener on it. Either way, they're going again, and while I'm there, I will do a review of the we're not stopping at a lodge, we're stopping at a lakeside apartment, so I'll do a review of the lodge and show a bit of Centre Parks as well. Would also like to thank everybody that has been buying me coffees lately. It really is very much appreciated, and the only disappointing thing is I cannot reply back and thank them personally. I think the only way you can do that is via Twitter, or is it called X there now, and I'm not on there. I think it says on the buy me a coffee, when you go into it, it says something like buy me a beer. Honestly, the money that is generated for that, it all goes into the tank, not my tank, the tank of the car, so which helps towards me doing weekly videos. And on the way back I had to go past the world famous Drummer Boy stone. Don't worry, I'm not going to mention it again. I think I've done 3 videos of the Richmond Drummer Boy, the last one being last year. A lot of people have been emailing us and asking us for more information about the Richmond Drummer Boy. So if you are interested and you haven't watched the last video I did, I will put a link down in the description, because it is a very, very interesting story. A story that is world renowned as well. Well, it had to be done. Got a river in front of us and the castle behind us. What a perfect spot for lunch. If you've enjoyed the video, really would appreciate a big thumbs up. Want to see more days out like this? You want to see more Wainwrights climbed over the Lake District? You want to see more hotel reviews, festival reviews? Click on that subscribe button. I'll guarantee you'll see all them things. And one other thing you'll see out very, very soon is me back out again. Cheers.